अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस। तो आज के व्लॉग में मेरे कुछ फैमिली फ्रेंड्स और मेरे कुछ दोस्त आप लोगों के साथ अपनी क्वारंटीन लाइफ के बारे में शेयर करने वाले हैं। तो प्लीज़ मेरा व्लॉग एंड तक देखना और वो आप लोगों को बताएंगे, जैसे कि मैंने आप लोगों को बता दिया कि मैं वो क्या 5 थिंग्स करता हूँ, जो मैंने प्रीवियस वीडियो में आप लोगों को बता दिया कि वो क्या 5 थिंग्स हैं जो मैं करता हूँ क्वारंटाइन में। तो अब मेरे दोस्तों का टाइम है और मेरे फैमिली फ्रेंड्स का टाइम है कि वो आप लोगों को बताएं कि उनकी क्वारंटीन लाइफ कैसी जा रही है। तो आप लोग वीडियो एंड तक देखना और वो आप लोगों को बताएंगे कि उनकी क्वारंटीन लाइफ कैसी जा रही है।
Yo, what's up guys? My name is Hamza and I'm 18. So Taimoor told me to make this video about what I did during quarantine. So yeah, I exercised a lot and that was to stay fit. और मैं दोस्तों के साथ काफ़ी बातें की थी, like almost every day. And I remember the first month of quarantine when everyone was on house party. That was crazy. Like उधर काफ़ी शुगर लगाया था. And also I read this book, The Structure of Magic, which, like, if you're interested in psychology if you're studying it at school, then definitely do give it a read. It's like pretty good. And also I played a lot of Warzone with my friends, so yeah, it was pretty cool.
Quarantine. The word itself reminds me of so many bad memories that I've had during this period of lockdown, you could say. The first thing that comes to my mind when we think about quarantine is a lockdown, a jail cell perhaps. Because of how constricting it can be, because of how constricting quarantine can be. However, there are a lot of things I've learned जो मैंने not only learned but implemented as well. And I think that is the best thing about quarantine. That is the best thing about being locked down. Because you start learning a lot of things. You start learning how to cope with, well, survival in a way. You start learning how to cope with things. You start learning how to spend time with your family. You start learning how to talk. You start learning how to read or write because you have so much time on your hands. Which is why I view quarantine as something extremely positive in my own perspective. Obviously, it has affected millions around the world, if not hundreds. It has affected a lot of people whose families have been affected by the virus. It has affected a lot of people who were daily wagers, who had to be outside their place to earn money. It has affected dozens, masses, and I hope those masses find a way to continue what they were doing before the whole tension rose. But quarantine, I've learned how to do a lot of things. Honestly, I've learned how to do a lot of things. I learned how to make music. That's very cool. And I started learning how to code. I started learning how to graphic design on a professional level. I started working with people who were teaching me how to do XYZ. I literally started studying. That is something I never expected myself to do, but I'm doing it. I learned how to speak well. I learned how to write well. I learned how to read well, because all three of these skills were weak, but that did not mean it couldn't be better. It could, and that's how I did it. I learned a lot of things. I did not restrict myself to something. And I think that is exactly what whoever is watching this should do. Stop doing things and start learning things, because if you do not know how to do something, you cannot do it. Thank you.
जैसे कि काफ़ी लोगों ने कहा रीडिंग करें, पर रीडिंग के अलावा 2 और चीज़ें भी हैं जो आप लोग करें और वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, कुरान एंड नमाज। 5 वक्त की नमाज़ें पढ़ें और कुरान को कभी भी ना भूलिएगा, क्योंकि ये 2 चीज़ें जो आपकी जगह बनाएगा जन्नत में। और जो है आप लोग ये 2 चीज़ें भी करें और रीडिंग भी करें। तो गाइस प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल, लाइक माय वीडियोस एंड टर्न द नोटिफिकेशंस ऑन। थैंक यू।